There are wild horses living on a sandbar in the middle of the Atlantic Oceans. Not a ranch, not a preserve, a sandbar. About 27 miles long, half a mile wide, 100 miles off the Canadian coast, with 400 horses just chilling. And they have been for 300 years. It's called Sable Island, and sailors used to call the stretch of water around it the graveyard of the Atlantic. Hundreds of shipwrecks, brutal fog, shifting sandbars, and no mercy for people. So, yeah, people hear, how did the horses get there? And the first guess is always shipwrecks, which does make sense. Horses swimming ashore from doomed vessels and whatnot could be a logical conclusion, but actually it was the French Catholics. Being expelled from Acadia by the British in the late 1700s, people brought them to the island and forgot them or left them there. And once the people were gone, the horses just stayed and survived. Over 300 years, those horses became something entirely different, stockier, thicker, with a coat so dense it lasts through the Atlantic winters, and it sheds almost completely in the summer months, much more thoroughly than domestic breeds. They eat seaweed washed ashore. They survive on the vegetation that's fertilized by the world's largest gray seal population, where hundreds and thousands of seals coming to the shore every year, and their waste fertilizes the ecosystem that supports these horses. But the thing that always stops me and feels almost as a human learned behavior is their water supply. There's very little standing water on Sable Island, especially fresh water, so the horses learn to dig for it. They found the fresh water table beneath the sand and they dig down with their hooves. It's not instinct, it's problem solving. And the wild part is they haven't just survived. They survived the changing environment around them that's changed them into something more than the original horses were. They're not perfectly built, but they are more specifically built for this tiny, brutal, and beautiful strip of sand where they call home in the middle of nowhere.